Good morning, good morning, good morning, my crafty friends. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts. Guys, we are making progress on this little journal we started yesterday. So, I am so glad you're here. This is the start of our, I still need a name. If you did not watch yesterday's video, you should probably go watch it all the way to the end, as there's a little hidden surprise over there. But, you know, go check it out. You got to go check it out to see. We've got this going on. Got the signatures put together. I think they're coming along quite well. And yesterday I pulled out some of these digitals that can go in there. And I wanted to put these together and figure out how we can use them in our journal. So I've got, I didn't trim this one very well. Got these printables out, printable digitals out, and I wanted to make some tags out of these guys. That's what their intentions were, I'm assuming, and because they're just on copy paper. And then I've got some envelopes we can fold and find a spot for. These are really pretty. And then we've got these we can cover some of the white pages with, and some other randomness over here. Let's start with, we need to make some of these firmer, and I'm thinking we could put, I wonder if 2 pages of this is enough. This is just scrapbook paper, and it's really pretty, and I think it would be pretty on the back of this. You think that's strong enough? I guess it is. I always feel like it needs to be out of cardstock, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm over bulking my, no, it does. It needs something else in between. It does. Let's be real. But I could put something like this behind it. It's actually a really pretty color for it too. Let's do that. Make it stronger, and then we can put some of that on the back side of it. Although you couldn't really write on that. All right, let's just use this. See how I work that out? Sometimes it takes me a minute. So I wanted to talk a little bit because many of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I have received several new subscribers lately, and I'm so happy that you're here and that you found me and that you have decided to come on over and participate and be a part of my YouTube family. If there's ever anything a question I can answer for you, or somehow I can assist, let me know. You can comment down below. My email is in every video, and my information is also in my About section under the channel. So with that being said, I'm glad you're here. I have been asked before, you may be wondering why I skip from journal to journal, even though I haven't finished some. Now, for some people, crafting like that might not work. It just might not. But you are here with an ADD crafter. Yes. So, when I come in to my craft room in the mornings, this is, or evenings or day or whenever I come in here, this is my little sanity time. I'm just sharing it with y'all, and whatever I'm inspired to work on that day or feel that I need to work on that day. Maybe I have a deadline or something for something, you know, like a holiday, like my Valentine cards are, I made one for my kiddo and still haven't sent it out. Valentine's is over. This is me, and things tend to be late sometimes, and I'm better with deadlines if I have to, for like a job or something like that, or challenges, swaps, stuff like that. I'm pretty good about it, but unless there's a true hard set in stone deadline, you know, like a holiday like Valentine's Day, obviously I messed up. There's a reason I messed that one up though. You know, sometimes it's just about what's inspiring to me that day, and it happens. Life happens. We get caught up in stuff. So I try not to be so hard on myself in my crafty space. Ooh, you know what would be super cute? That won't work. It's too short. See, just like that. That was a squirrel. That was a squirrel. I try not to be so hard on myself in my craft space because this is my happy space. This is where I, you know, think things through and just do what comes naturally to me and what I feel inspired. There's lumps in my glue, I think. What I inspired to do that day. So sometimes you'll see me working on something that maybe I wasn't working on the day before, or you know, just doing something different. And it might not be the same journal every day until finish. It might be different ones. And that's just how I roll. Because I'm an intuitive crafter. If I don't feel a particular journal that day, it's not gonna go well. And I'm not gonna like how it turns out. And it's not going to be fun, and therefore my purpose has not been achieved. So if I'm not happy with what I'm crafting, then it's not really beneficial. And my item just my project will not turn out the way I want it to, and that's when they go in the trash. When I force it, it's not me. So that's why you will see me go from one project to another. Like I have, this journal is the one we were working on, last week, and I've got it sewn in. I've got the signature sewn in here. It's ready to be worked on. I just haven't been inspired to do it the last couple of days. Why? It's beautiful. I love it. It's just, there's some things that I need to do. Like I need to hand sew or machine sew. See, I want to do hand sewing, but I ended up machine stitching. So I need to machine stitch this onto here. And once that's done, I think I'll feel a little more free to work on this one. And this one was sitting here on my desk, kind of in the way. And I thought, you know, let's put that together so that we can get that off the desk and start working on it, putting some things in it, because in part, these two are going to be very similar on the insides. So when I'm working on one, I can work on the other. And I feel like for me, that's a better flow. So that's kind of where I'm at with this, because anything that I don't use, like these things that I'm making today for this bird journal, bird and butterflies, honestly, if I decide not to use them in that one, they'll go just as well in that other journal. So I'm kind of feel like I'm doing twofold. So anyway, that's my thought process there. You didn't ask maybe, but I have a feeling that question's out there, and I hope that you guys will continue to come along and join in and just see where my brain takes us, because it's fun for me and I love it when you're here. So should I do that one that way? It's kind of busy, isn't it? I like the gray behind there, but that was the last piece of that one that's on my desk. Let me see if there's anything else on my desk that I can use before I stretch out there. It's a card base. I don't want to use that one. That's too narrow, and that's inked. I don't want to use that one anyway. It'll come off on your hands. That is, more graph paper I could have used. Okay, there's a card base. That's not going to work. So some of these strips are pretty, but they're too narrow. And this is needs to be finished pile. Okay, so we're going to get out another piece of, oh no, wait. Hang on, guys. I know. I brought this bag of solid colors over here to try to get me to use it more often. And look how perfect that is. Or even this pink. Which one? Which one? Do you like it on this one? Do you like it on this one? This one? This one. I feel like the eye doctor. This one or this one? Pick one. I think probably the bright one. Let's go with the bright one. And then I have this in my little thing too. Let's get this out, because this is, can you see the flowers on there? It's so pretty. Let's make something fun with that. Maybe we'll even do that today. Okay. Now this one, I wonder if I could if I fold this in half, is it wide enough to cover? No. Okay. We're just going to do like we did the other ones. Just keeping it simple. So today is the last day of work before, well, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. I keep having to remind myself, nope, nope, nope. You're getting ahead of yourself. I'm so very excited to take some days off in a row. My days off the last few weeks have been one at a time, and it's just like, oh, I'm not getting anything done. So I'm working this evening, and then I have tomorrow off. And then I work Wednesday, and then I have 3 days off. So I'm very excited about that. Very, very excited. Be nice to be able to get through some things here at the house. Crafting and adulting. Got to do some of those things once in a while. I'm not liking the wideness on there. I liked it at first, but now I don't. It's throwing me off. Okay, now, I think what I'd like to do with these tags is I would like to scruff them up on the edges. Get out my scissors. I never did find my Tim Holtz thingy. Never did find it. It's got to be tucked in a box somewhere or something. Or maybe I accidentally threw it away. I don't even know. But I'm going to rough these up just a bit. Just to make them look a little more used, a little more worn, a little more vintage, aged. Just a little. So yeah, make sure you watch yesterday's video, the one that came out just before this one, because there is something going on in that video. You might want to check it out. At least before next weekend. Yep, you'll want to check it out before then. All right, so next, let's go ahead and, oh my goodness. Can you guys hear my birdie in there? I'm not sure which one that is, but somebody's being silly. Somebody's being silly. Can't quite tell their chirps apart yet. I think that might be Jaybird. Jay seems to be my loud, more vocal one. All right, so we did that. Now I have some hole thingies. What am I thinking of? What are the what are they called? I can't think of what they're called, guys. You know those things. Are they in here? I thought they were, but no, that's just an empty Altoids box. I don't even eat Altoids. Where did this come from? I don't know. Where did it come from, indeed? So, hole protector things, like these things. But I have a die. Not a die. I have a punch. I have one right there. I can see it. I can see it faster than I can find the things. So let's just get that out. Instead. There we go. Now, if you get one of these, guys, don't make the same mistake I did. I thought it was ruined because it was getting stuck. And I thought, the paper doesn't even come out. What is happening? I couldn't get it to cut anymore because it filled up. You got to pop that up and let the papers out. It's in here. they go in there. Isn't that cool? So I actually threw one in the trash, not knowing that, and went to order another one. And then I saw it online. I thought, oh no. So I went and dug it back out of the trash can and stopped that order for a new one because I thought it was just ruined. See, it comes out perfect. You just gotta get the holes out of the top. And they will come out. Sometimes you got to poke a little thing in there, but they will come out. 1, 2, let's see, we need 6 of them. 3, 4, 5. Are they all coming out? I hope so. 6. Because I like to put them on both sides. Can you guys see this? I don't know. There we go. That looks cute. Show on this one. What are you guys crafting now these days? Let's see. Now Valentine's is over. What's our next holiday? Easter, right? Easter's our next holiday. And then Mother's Day. Should probably start working on that before the holiday actually gets here. I'm so bad at planning. I try, you guys. I really do. All right. There's those. Could also ink around them. Should I do that? Maybe a little bit. Let's just do a light color. Let's do tea dye. That's light enough. And I'm going to put it on. This has a little bit of darker color on it, and that's okay. I'll just use it on the darker ones first. It'll just add a little bit of color, and it'll take care of that white core that might be in the middle of the papers too. Just a touch. And then later on, I'll probably sew around. Well, I don't know if I'll sew around them. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. You'll see later on when this is finished if I decided to sew around them or not. But I won't break away for that just yet. Just adding just a little tiny bit. Which is nice. It still leaves the pink nice and bright, but it still does add that touch. Color I rarely have used. All right, so there we go. Don't need it too grungy. Let's go ahead and fold up these envelopes, and we'll figure out where to put them. Put that tool away. I did cut these out beforehand, so you didn't have to sit and watch me recut. Do you guys have special plans for Mother's Day this year? Anything different? Anybody have a new tradition they're starting this year? Anything like that? Or Easter? Or, let's see here. Father's Day will be soon after Easter, or after Mother's Day. That's coming up as well. All these springtime holidays. I was like the spring because my kids' birthdays are all in spring. It's to celebrate our loved ones' holidays, I guess. I kind of like that. new starts, all the fun things. Spring cleaning. Yes, I enjoy spring cleaning. I always feel like I have a fresh home. I got to get back into my purge that I've been doing at the for the house. I'm not even folding this, right? My deep cleaning, everything. Kind of hit a standstill on that, but I'll pick it up again. It's all good. There we go. All right, so my goodness, he's being vocal. There we go. There's that nice little envelope. I think we're going to make some flips with those in the book. Are there any junk journaling techniques or things that you guys would like me to show you how to do for junk journals? Anything specific, like maybe something I've done before that you would like me to show you, or something that you've seen other people do, something you'd like me to just do different? Not do different, but maybe do different in my junk journals. Let me know. I'm open to feedback, and if there's something I can show you, help you, teach you, explain to you, let me know. All right, so I think this one is going to go in here. So I want to do, like I said, I want to do some flips in here. I know this one's not sewn. Usually I sew these in before I start working on them, but I would really like to kind of get these things going. So before I stop to try to do all that, this one would be actually really pretty, like here, wouldn't it? Is it too long? No, it fits. Oh, that's awesome. A lot of times I don't put these in as flips because they're too long for the page, but this is actually really nice there. Just scoot it all the way over to the edge. What I'm going to do is glue it to this side. I had to think a second. Is that really what I want to do? Yes, it is actually. So we'll just put glue on the flap, and we'll scooch this all the way down, all the way to the end, so we can still close the book, and then we'll just glue that there. Once that's done, then we have a flip on this side, so we can put some things here. Okay, and so that's in the first signature. I always like to balance my signature, so let's do one for the second signature. We'll do one of these. And I think what I'd like to do with this one, this signature, is a side one. So maybe something like this, and then it'll open up this way. And I actually really like that spot. Softens the blue. I like it. I like it. So let's just hold that there. We'll glue here. We could add a third one, but that gets to be a bit redundant since we don't have that many pages. So this one is going to go into the other journal. Okay, we'll save it for that one. And then these guys, we're gonna also put these aside just because I don't have pockets in here yet. So we'll put them aside with that. I had a tiny envelope as well that I cut out. Some of these things, but I think that it just got lost in here somewhere. So I'll deal with that later. The tiny one. What can we do with this one? Now I'd love to make, you know, what would be fun to make with this one is let's make a little, like a glassine bag. Cut that edge off. Let's square it up. Make sure that it's all cut evenly. That one's fine. This side is not fine. I'm gonna have to use my other tool for this one because it's not cutting straight in there. I have a dull spot on my trimmer that does not like to cut, so we'll go here. And that should be straight. Okay. So what I'd like to do, we can make like a glassine bag, or we can make a pocket, a little, and the reason I like to do that, you can put a photo in there. You could put ephemera in there. You could put a tag in there. We could do it a couple of different ways. We could do a top and a bottom so that it'll actually flip closed. We could leave it open and close the bottom. What I want to do? What do I want to do? I think what I'd like to do, I think I'm going to make it closable so it'll have a flap. So what I want to do then, if I'm going to do that, is fold the top and the bottom. So the top is going to fold down just a little bit longer than the bottom. I'm just going to fold it like that. And then the bottom we're going to fold up just a bit. Okay. Then we're going to open it up. Hopefully I haven't confused anybody yet. And then this, okay, so this is going to be the front of the envelope. This is going to be the top flap. So what we're going to do is go in right here before that little fold, and we're going to cut this part off. Okay, we're going to miter slightly, and I'll explain why in just a second. So go in just to the side of that corner, that's fold, cut it there. Same thing, just to the side of that fold, cut it all the way there. We're going to do the same thing at the bottom. This is going to be the bottom flap. We want to keep this piece right here. So we're going to go in just slightly there and slightly there, all the way. Oops, slightly there. And then this one. We're just cutting the bulk out so that there's not so much to fold. So we have that. Okay, I'm going to fold this here, fold this here. This will go up here, and then this will be the lid or the closure. So let's go ahead and just put a little bead of glue right here. Going to make sure you're using a good glue on this because vellum tends to show sometimes when you have that glue, and we don't want to glue it shut either, so you don't want to put too much. Okay, that'll hold there. Barely Arts is really good at with the not showing part on vellum. It works really well. That's the glue I always trust for my vellum. And then we don't have to glue this part, but I do want to round these corners just a bit, and I can do that with my scissors, or you know, if you have a corner rounder that will work, you could use that. Okay, and then we have a little envelope that we can put, I like to put photos in them, like I said, or ephemera, or something like that. Let me show you. Oh, maybe something like that. I'm going to cut the bottom off just a little bit. Actually, the top too. So it'll fit better. Since it's roses, you can put an image in there, or ephemera. You could put a, like I said, a photo, whatever you want in there. Make it pretty. Let's go ahead and just cut all of these to put in there. We'll do the ephemera thing. I think they'll all fit. had a little bottom. Are those short enough? They are. We'll just put those in there. We'll put them this way so that you can see it from both sides. There we go. So that'll go in there. We have something else that's pretty that can go in. And we'll put that in a pocket somewhere in here. And I'll probably put other things in there too, like an actual vintage photo would be nice. Ooh, we could just tuck it in right there. Something like that. So what else, guys? Where are we at? We're at 30 minutes. We don't have a lot of time left. So I think what we'll do is just kind of see if there's anything else here that inspires us to put it in here. I do want to make some... I do want to use these papers, these smaller ones that I cut to cover in here. Maybe that would be a great one for that spot. Let's do it. Like I said, I usually do sew these things in first before I start working on them, but I think we're okay to do this. They'll still sew. Oops. Just kind of makes it more manageable when I do. But it will still work. Oops. What is happening? I made it crooked. That's what's happening. Maybe that's why I sew them in first, because I can't get it straight. Hang on. Hang on. It's better. Okay, then let me trim that. This will be nice because now we'll have some of these things off the desk too. I'm going to leave that there and we'll put something decorative over that. Oh, I know what we could put over that. We could use one of these. Ooh, or the pink one. This one. Ooh, or this. We could use this one. Let's use that. That's beautiful there. I could turn it into a pocket or something, but I think I'm just going to use this decoratively. This is an old vintage letter. The color is just stunning. There we go. And then I could just flip this way. I think I will. I think I will. Okay. So we've got that one. And we could do the same on, honestly, we could do the same on the exact opposite side. Nope, nope, nope. We got to balance out our signatures, don't we? So let's do it on this one. Nope, that's not going to work. That's not going to look good against that one. Let's find another piece. Nope. Where can we put it? Could put it here and then put a pocket at the bottom. That would be different and that would be nice. I like that idea. I could even do a staggered pocket. We're going to commit to that. All the way up here to the top. What's on this side? Ooh, we can even fold that over and it would be really pretty. Just fold that over just like that. Actually, because this paper is just this scrapbook paper, I don't think I can do the pocket like that because it's not going to be strong enough to hold much. It will too. If I put the pockets in cardstock, I think it'll be fine. But for today, guys, I think that's it. We're going to leave it just like that. I had a quick crafty session. Got to talk to you guys. Got to see you this morning. Made my day. I hope that you'll leave me a comment down below. Go check out that other video. I promise you won't be sorry. Thanks so much for stopping in and spending time with me. I love each and every one of you. Hope to see you in the next video. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.